Hey there, Andrew here, welcoming you to another episode of Research and Reviews. This is the third episode of the Airgun Novice series. If you're interested in answers to questions only 100% novice would ask, this is the series for you. In this episode, we're going to talk about the specific equipment I decided to buy and why. In the last episode, I shared how I had decided to move forward with PCP equipment, but with that decision comes an important question. How are you going to charge these air guns? You can use a hand pump, which is the least expensive option, but I have to tell you, topping off an air tank from 2,000 psi to 3,000 psi would be a monumental task and something that I really wouldn't be interested in doing. The second option is to use an air bottle, typically charged to about 4,500 psi. From such a bottle, you can recharge an average PCP air rifle several times. The advantage to an air bottle is speed and portability. The disadvantage is, eventually you're going to have your air bottle topped off. Though having a bottle refilled is typically not all that expensive, it does tether you to an outside source that you have to depend on, and that, again, was a detractor to me, and so that's what led me to take a look at the third option, and that is the use of a high-pressure air compressor. Now, a compressor that is suitable for PCP use is not going to be something you find at Harbor Freight. These are a specialty item, and as such, they also tend to be very expensive. Now, I did a lot of research on YouTube and made the decision to move forward with the Omega Trail Charger. And there were three specific reasons why I chose that particular compressor. First was its reputation. There are cheaper air compressors out there. You can get them on Amazon, you can get them on eBay, but you're dealing with high pressure. That translates to me as dealing with something that's dangerous or potentially dangerous. So I want something that has a brand name behind it, that has a reputation behind it. And so the cheapies that you can get on eBay and such, I just decided to steer away from. I decided I was going to go with a name brand. Number two was relative price. Now, these compressors can run into the thousands. The Trail Charger, however, runs usually in the $800 to $900 range. Number three was versatility. There were a couple of features that really won my business with the Trail Charger. First, it runs off of both AC and DC. So I can use this at home or I can use it out on the field as long as I have access to my car battery. And second, unlike some portable compressors, the Trail Charger can be used to charge small air bottles. This is a major plus if I decide to purchase one of these bottles, because then I won't be tethered to an outside source to get the thing recharged. Now, after deciding how I was going to charge my air guns, I had to decide which ones I wanted to buy. After a fair amount of research, I settled on two. One was the Hot Sun Blitz, and the second one was the AEA HPSS. Now, my decision to buy the Blitz was done with a little bit of trepidation. And the reason why is because the Blitz has a reputation for being a fun gun to shoot when it works. Unfortunately, it does have a history of a high failure rate. What made me decide to move forward with the Blitz was the full auto option. Given concerns over the political climate and the possibility that these may fall under regulation at some point, I decided I wanted to get one sooner rather than later. I also decided on 30 caliber, and the reason why was because at some point I might want to do some low-level hunting. Now, the second air gun that I ordered was the AEA HPSS, also in 30 caliber. This air gun is technically a pistol, but it also comes with a folding stock. Given that little extra, I decided that's exactly what I needed as a companion for my Blitz. Now, in the next episode, I'm going to tell you who I ordered from and what my experience was with those vendors. I'll see you then.